kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now Jackson on first down. His throw incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let them know they'll be back the very next series.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 3rd and goal. Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often
talk about it. You can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Landry. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And well, I might normally ask the cliche what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Down to the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll get that complete to Parkinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Burrow looking to pass. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Touchdown! Taysom Hill from 8 yards out. And the Saints will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trailed early on in his Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1 quarter done, and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. And it's a fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave it with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Burrow. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Saints continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down.
Jackson will throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And they get the football, they'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do, but let's face it. You know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
That is caught with Sean Bateman. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Charlie Kolar in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, we gotta go score.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And no return on this one as the fair catch. And taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock in the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. They gotta go.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Olave. And they work this down inside the 30.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Burrow going for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look deep for more. They've got his man complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They'll get this out to Kamara. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense. offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
Set.
4 yards remain for second down.
11.
And Burrow going to throw again. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Saints are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl.
Luntz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Luntz to kick it off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Tipping break on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Saints are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl.
Luntz with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Luntz to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Burrow looking to pass. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play.
And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Saints take over 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or 2 too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
He's got a man complete. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now. He's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Wants to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
One last shot for Jackson. Rolling to his right.